Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I am back. How are you today? So I have been away, and I thought I'd kind of get you up to speed as to what I've been doing lately. I know that you guys have probably been really busy. And then I'm going to talk about some quilting stuff and a big sale that I have for you guys coming up this weekend. So over the past few weeks, hubby and I and two of our friends, we went to Hawaii. It was paradise. We went to the Big Island and we stayed in Kona. We rented a house. It was beautiful. Lots of lava rocks near the beach where we were at. It was so much fun and just kind of fun to get away because we really haven't gotten away for a while. We've been kind of doing things around here. I mean, as many of you probably haven't gotten away either. So that was fun. Although, big shocker. So while we were in Hawaii, we noticed we have been to Hawaii before. Did a cruise with Stitch in Heaven, which I taught on. We've been there, and we had taken the kids when they were super little. But big shocker, everything was so expensive. So funny story, if you don't mind humoring me for a second about this funny story. So we get there. My husband loves fresh pineapple. We always have fresh pineapple in the house. And so we get there mid-afternoon, our flight gets there, and we stop at the grocery store to pick up some stuff for breakfast the next morning. And we just got some fruit, some veggies, some eggs, some bread, nothing big. So 2 bags of groceries, that's it, 2 bags of groceries. So the 2 bags of groceries cost us $150, and we were like shocked. So we had a pineapple in there, right? Because they grow pineapples in Hawaii. So that was we figured it would be pretty fresh. So anyway, we ended up getting 2 more pineapples that week. And my husband says, they're only $1.79. Let's get them. So the third time we got them, our friend, she looked at the receipt and she says, do you know that pineapple was $9? And we said, what? So it was $1.79 a pound, which is crazy because I thought, how could that be? We're in Hawaii, they grow them here, right? So, and I get them here in Arizona, I get them 2 for $5, which is crazy. Anyway, so luckily the pineapples were really good. So we enjoyed some good pineapple, really expensive ones, but good pineapple. So we did Hawaii, and then we got home, and like a couple days later after we got home, my daughter flew in. She's now living back on the East Coast in Massachusetts, and she flew in, and we had an early Thanksgiving. So we had an early Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I haven't spent a whole lot of time in my studio because I was busy prepping Thanksgiving, which we had on Sunday. And tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, for those of you who are here in the U.S., tomorrow's our Thanksgiving Day. We are heading over to my parents' house, and my dad was going to make hamburgers, which would have been great. He decided he's going to make a flank steak, and I'm just bringing desserts. So we're having a low-key Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I'm hoping over the weekend to be able to get back in here and do some sewing, because I haven't sewn like in a couple weeks and I'm suffering from a little bit of withdrawal. I've been walking in here and trying to get into that mindset. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. Oh, and one other thing. So get this. So this morning, I know I'm not talking about quilty stuff right now, but I promise you I'm going to talk about quilty stuff. Give me one more minute. So this morning, after I did my workout in the morning and my husband and I went out for a walk, I came home and I made pumpkin protein waffles with apple cinnamon topping. Yummy, so good. Yesterday I had gone to the dentist to get my regular teeth cleaning. So when I came home and made the waffles today, I take my first bite and I said to my husband, I think my crown just fell off. So I fished it out of my mouth. And it was intact. Thank goodness I hadn't bitten on it. And I'm thinking, I wonder if the cleaning I got yesterday loosened it up. So they took me right in, thank goodness. I called them right away. They took me right in, and luckily they're only 2 miles from my house. So I went right down. They took me right in. Crown was intact. They put it back in, and I'm back in business. A little bit sensitive at the moment. They told me not to chew on it today, but otherwise, I'm good to go. So that's what's been going on with me the past few weeks. I hope you guys have been having some fun in your studios sewing. So I want to kind of dive into today what I'm going to talk about. I knew that since Black Friday is coming up, Cyber Monday, etc., and Christmas time, the holidays, that you guys might all be looking for ideas for gifts for some of your quilty friends. So I wanted to go over some of my favorite things in my shop, and also to inform you that this weekend, starting midnight, Friday night, well, so it would be 12:01 Friday morning, so right after midnight on Thursday, I have a big sale starting. So it is 30% off of everything in stock in my shop. And I'm going to show you a few of my favorite things that I think you might like, and plus everything else is on sale. I need to get rid of a lot of stuff because I don't have any more room, and I have some new things coming in. So I hope you guys will help clear it out. The only condition on the sale is, first of all, you need no code, which is awesome, and just a $40 minimum purchase. Then I also had one other special thing for you. You know that I have created my own online classes, and with that I decided to do a bundle. So I have 2 online classes, my Paper Piecing the Cactus in Bloom and Create Your Own Treasure Chest. I bundled the 2 of them together so that if you decide to purchase both, you get a special discount at a very low price. So that is the other special that I have for you, and that's available now. I've already had some people purchasing that, so that's fun. So hit the share button, and I'm going to go over a few things that I have sitting here next to me that I think that you might enjoy to either purchase for yourself as an early Christmas gift, or to purchase for your friends if you were thinking of something to give special to your friends at Christmas. So let's get started. Hit that share button, and I'm going to show you a few things. Of course, you know that in my shop I carry my own fabric collection. So I do have, this is, I should probably, let me just open this up. So this is a fat quarter bundle of my Color Splash fabric collection. So it's one of everything, and of course that is on sale, and of course yardage is on sale. All my fabric collections, all my fabrics are on sale, 30% off, so you can get whatever your heart desires. So if you wanted to get a half a yard, that gives you 2 fat quarters, because half a yard is a fat quarter, right? So, and you get it at 30% off, which is super cool. And then of course I have, this is my Blinded by Science fabric collection, my batik. So I have a lot of my batik collection, but I have several of my batik collections in stock. So they're all on sale as well. Everything's on sale. So those are also great gifts, because what quilter doesn't like fabric? I don't think I know any, right? So you can always add to your stash. So I have all my collections are on sale. I want to show you some of my favorite items that I use as tools, and I also sell in my shop. So one of my favorite things that I use, and if you've taken a class from me, you have used this fabric glue pen. This one, the one that I carry in the store, is Fons & Porter's glue pen, and it replaces pins in a lot of different settings. I use it for paper piecing. I also use it for applique, and also for quick binding too. If you don't want to use pins or binder clips, I use it to hold the binding in place, which is great. And I have a little tutorial. Actually, I have a little tutorial on all of that with the different variations of how I use this. Of course, with the pen, I also have the glue refills for the pen. So you don't have to buy a new pen. You can get the refills for it. So those are in stock. That's one of my favorite tools ever. I use it all the time, all the time. This is also something else that I use. Of course, I don't use this as often as the glue pen because when you're marking your fabrics, sometimes you need to mark, sometimes you don't. So it's not used as often, but a friend of mine had showed me these, and of course I had to begin carrying them because I do use them. I love them. It's the fabric marker and eraser, and it actually really does work. So you mark it with, you mark your fabric. So like say you have to mark a registration point or something like that. You mark it with this pink pen, and then there is this white pen that's an eraser. So once you're done, if you have to mark like a place for your applique or whatever, you can use the eraser and it erases that mark. Now, I know the question's going to come up, well, does it reappear? I did, if a lot of you have been following me, you've seen that I did one of my Judy Niemeyer techniques of the month, is the vintage rose. I did it all with a white, the entire thing. It's like a queen size quilt with a white background. And I marked that entire thing with this. And after I had it completely sewn together, I went through and I used the eraser, marked it up, and it all came out, and quilted it, no issues, zero issues. There are other quilts that I've also used it on, marked it up, erased it, washed them. I've never ever seen it return. So if you're looking for a great marking tool, this is fantastic. So and that is available on my website as well. So now I want to show you another one of my favorite tools, and so it's this little ruler here. It's the Marty Michelle Deluxe Corner and Trimmer Hand Piecing Aid. The reason I love this, and I carry this in my little toolbox every time, so it's got different angles that you use, 90 degree, 45, 53 and a half, which you don't use as often, 60 degree, 120, and 135. Now, this is great because, and I use it mostly on triangles, but there are other angles that I do use it for. You'll see little holes in here and little, it's kind of blunted, if you will. It doesn't come to a point. Let me see if I can hold something, if I have, let me just, so that you can see what I'm talking about. So see how that tip is blunted there? There's no, it's not a tip, it's just kind of cut off there. So what you do is, like, say you're making a quilt that has triangles, and I actually have a few patterns of mine and designs that have 60-degree triangles. I use this tool. If you don't have a 60-degree triangle ruler, sorry, this is distracting me, my wire. If you don't have a 60-degree triangle ruler that has that point already cut off, you're going to use this tool. You're going to lay it down and you're going to lop off all three corners of your triangle, which the reason you do that is because it makes it easier to align the two pieces when you're sewing them together. When you're putting them right sides together, it makes it super easy for you. You don't have to guess where that 1/4 inch is. And if any of you have ever done a quilt that has a lot of triangles in it, especially like something like a One Block Wonder, where you're putting all the triangles together and you're trying to join them, if you cut off all three edges, oh my God, it makes your life so much easier. And the same goes for the other angles too, especially if you're doing like, now it just went out of my head. Don't you hate that? When you're doing a Y seam, There you go. That's what I wanted to say. I'm doing a Y seam. I like to mark my point here and then lop off the edge of where all the corners meet in there. And then you have an exact point, and you can actually mark it with your marker, because you have a little hole here, and you can mark, and that's where that mark is, where all the three things should come together. So this little tool is on my website, and that, again, that's on sale along with everything else on my website. So that is a handy tool. If you don't have it, it's a great one to do. If you do have questions, I will scroll back through all the comments at the end, and we'll answer any questions you have. So another thing that's kind of fun, so if you're thinking of just little gifts to give your quilty friends, I also have note cards. So I have actually 4 different sets. These are just 2 right here. So in each set you get 4 different quilts on the covers, and they are quilts that you'll see are my patterns, and 4 envelopes. So a little set of note cards, like to say thank you. They're quilty note cards. They're kind of fun. I have 4 different sets up on the website. So they are kind of fun, and they're pretty popular. They're nice and bright and cheerful. So something to give a friend, put them in their stocking. If you're doing, a lot of people call them white elephant or a Yankee swap or something like that. Something cool to have in there. Another kind of ruler tool is my template set, my links and circles or links and curves. So I have the backing on this one, so you can kind of see it's going to be backwards. But this you can use with several of my patterns. You can use it with my slice of pie pattern. You can use it with my links and curves pattern. You can also use it with my lava lamps pattern in my book. It's so much easier than trying to cut out the template. Now the template is provided in the patterns, but you'd have to, use your template plastic, draw it on there, and then cut it out and make sure it's exact. This way you have actually a ruler to use. So this is also included in the sale. So that's fun to use. Now, of course, in the sale, you have all patterns are on sale. Every pattern that I carry is on sale, which includes all Judy Niemeyer patterns, and this is one of the newest one. I've got to get this one up on the site. It'll be up there before Friday. Peaceful Snowfall, that's one of her newest ones. And like I said, everything that's included in the sale is everything that's in stock. So if it's not in stock, if it says 0 and there's a button that says notify me when in stock, it'll still notify you when it comes back in stock, but you won't get it at the sale price. So if it's not there this weekend, because the sale goes through Friday through the end of Monday, once it's gone from the sale. So that means like any of Judy patterns, any fabrics, etc. Because some things will be restocked, some things won't, and they'll just come right off of the website if they're not going to be restocked. But all Judy Niemeyer patterns that are in stock will be on sale. Then of course, all my patterns, these are just a sampling of some of them. So this one is the one that's behind me, my Twist and Shout pattern, which is probably one of my favorite patterns. If you saw my virtual quilt show while I was in Hawaii, I was doing a virtual quilt show. I had scheduled posts to go up on my Instagram and my Facebook. If you saw that, you saw a lot of these quilts there, because some of them are my favorites. Some of you didn't see because I was choosing my absolute favorite quilts that I've made over my quilting career. So I went like way back because I've been quilting like almost 28 years now. So this is my air traffic control quilt, Dreamweaver. This one is my Springtime Desert, my Mountains and Plains, Pineapple Express, and those just a sampling of the quilts that or the patterns that I have. And I have some more patterns that are going to be coming out and launching, so you need to stay tuned for that. Then, of course, here's another little gifty item for those of you who have quilting friends, or maybe you, who love your felines. And my little quilt inspectors, I don't know if you all know, but I had created this little booklet. It's a book, and inside are all kinds of pictures of my quilt inspectors with text as well, them helping me out in the studio. So this is a great small little book. It's great quality. The paper is fantastic inside, great quality, to give to your friend who also loves kitties or has their own quilt inspectors, or possibly even you. And that's the back cover. Isn't that fun? They're just laying on my rug in my studio. I love these guys. They come in and help me all the time. They also help me do other things too. So, my book, Splash of Colors. So I will tell you that there are limited quantities, I should say, of the hardcover in stock, because I can no longer get copies. So whatever I have, and I don't have that much, I might have one case left of books, and I will put all of them up on the website. So if you don't have the book yet, you can still get it through me. Amazon does not have hard copies anymore, and you can get it via ebook on Martingale's site. You can't get ebook on my site. You can only get the hard copy. If you get the hard copy through me, I will sign it for you, so that's kind of cool. I can personalize it to you or to whomever you're giving it to. You just have to write a little note to me in your order, and I will happily do that for you. But there are only limited quantities of my book left. So then a couple last things to show you, and then I'll answer some questions. So of course I have some thread collections of mine that I still have in stock. Orifil thread. This one, so for any of you who do hand embroidery, this is an embroidery thread collection. Nice bright colors. I actually launched this when my Feline Fine collection came out, because the colors matched the collection. This one, so if you're ordering the book, this is great because these colors are nice and bright, and then of course you have your variegated black and white, and your white, and then your nice rainbow of colors in there. So these are the small boxes. Then I also have, and these, I think I have a one or two other collections too. I have my Blinded by Science collection, which are beautiful colors. So if you like those jewel tones, that's also on sale. My Fresh Catch collection, which are nice fall kind of colors. Okay. And I love my, you know how much I love my Orifil thread. My Fresh Pickins collection. Pretty spring colors. So all the things that I've shown you are going to be included in that sale. So again, the sale is 30% off from this Friday through Monday. Everything in stock, everything. And the only thing that you need to do is have a minimum order of $40 or more. No code necessary. And the other little thing that I have for you is that bundled class. So if you take both of my classes, my online classes, it's paper piecing the cactus and blooms, which the class for that is regularly $95, and the create your own treasure chest class is $12. So those would be, if you bought them separately, it would come to $107. It's bundled. You can get the two of them together for $80, but that's a limited time. That's available now, so you can get those through me for $80, both classes, and you have those classes for life. I'd love for you to join me in class. Everybody who's taken them thus far They have really enjoyed them, and I am in the process of editing another class to bring to you. So I hope that you will try these online classes out that I have, and hopefully you'll like them enough and you'll join me in my new class that will be coming up. So that's what I have for you. I will have links for everything for you. If you are on YouTube, it will be below me. If you are on Facebook, I think it's above me. I don't remember. But anyway, so that's what I have coming up for you. I hope you liked the things that I have showed you today. So if you have some questions, please jot them down. I'm going to start scrolling back and seeing if there's any questions or comments that need to be answered. I would love to answer anything that you have. Let's see. So Kimberly, hi Kimberly, how are you? She just ordered my book yesterday. Could you? I can definitely autograph it for you. You bought it for yourself. Perfect. I can do that. Absolutely. Oh, and I should mention too, because of the sale, I don't know how many orders will come in. Just be patient with me because it's just me filling the orders this week. So, and my husband and I have a little anniversary getaway planned for next week. Next week, we will be married 32 years. So we are going to get away for a couple days. So I'm going to try and get them out as fast as I can. So just be patient with me. It will happen. You will get your orders. So, but place your orders on, if you start placing them on Friday, I'm going to be filling them as the orders come in. So it's always the first orders that come in that get filled first, and I work my way to the last order. So let's see. Kyra says she needs the templates. Awesome. Which templates do you need? Do you need the Marty Michelle, or do you need the links and curves? So, or both maybe. That would be cool. Let's see. Anybody? Let's see. Linda's got the book. She loves it. Thank you, Linda. Let's see. What is Lisa saying? She's working on making the hubby cutout templates for Proud Mary. There you go. You can. Yep. You can do that too. With if you've got a handy hubby. Awesome. Thank you, Donna. Donna says happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Laura, my yummy cakes. Is that what you want for Thanksgiving? I don't think they'd hold up very well in the mail. Yes, if you guys follow me at all on Instagram or on Facebook, I not only love to quilt, but I also love to bake. And I have been making some really good cakes and cookies as of late. Thank God I have a lot of people I can give them away to, because otherwise I'd eat them all. I have such a sweet tooth, it's terrible. Kathleen says, great classes. Awesome, Kathleen. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm going back. If you've got questions, type them in there, because there is a little bit of a delay on my end. I think there's a 20-second delay. Let's see. Kyra says, she typed something else in here. Let's see. Kyra says, links and curves. I already have Marty's triangularity pattern was done with her corner tool. See, that's one of my patterns that I was talking about, where you have a lot of 60-degree triangles. And it works so well cutting off those corners. That's like one of the best tips. One of the best tips that I can give a quilter working with triangles is cut those corners off. It works really well. So, awesome. Let's see. Patty says, I need to make another cactus quilt. It's fun. Y'all need to get the class. Awesome. Yes. It is a fun one, isn't it? In fact, I forgot to mention, stick with me for a second here. The one thing that I forgot to mention, I can't believe I forgot this. Speaking of, so in January, I will be teaching a retreat with Stitch in Heaven in Boca Raton, Florida, and they actually still have some openings. We are going to be right on the beach in Boca. I forget what the name of the hotel is, but there are some openings. There's 2 of us teaching, myself and Chris Hoover, 2 different patterns, my pattern, Mountains and Plains, and I can't remember what Chris Hoover's teaching, but it's a really pretty pattern. Anyway, if you've been following me, I've been piecing together the Mountains and Plains quilt so you can see the kit that Stitch in Heaven gives to you. It's a fun quilt. If you're looking for a retreat and someplace to go in January, please join me. I would love to have you there. Right now we have close to 45 people, I think, coming to the retreat in Boca. And I think there are a little more than 15, maybe 16, 17 openings left. So if you're looking for something, that's a great gift too. If you want to grab a friend and come on to Boca, definitely join us. It's a lot of fun. And then I have 2 other big events next year. If you are interested, this quilt behind me, Twist and Shout, and my Island Breeze, I will be teaching on a cruise in the Caribbean, where we'll also be visiting a boutique manufacturer there in the Caribbean. I'll be teaching this, my Island Breeze, and that cruise is in the end of May, beginning of June. I think it goes into both months. But I'd love to see you on that. That's with Royal Caribbean. And these, by the way, the links to these events are on my site. And then at the very end of the year, I will be teaching again with Stitch in Heaven on a cruise, though, not a land event. It'll be a cruise in the Mexican Riviera. And I will be teaching, this is where I'm coming around to that cactus quilt. So Patty, if you want to make it, it's an exclusive event with Stitch in Heaven. I'm going to be teaching that class live on that cruise. The only other way you can make that quilt is taking my online class. So you have 2 choices, but I won't be teaching that until the very end of next year. You could take the online class now, learn all the techniques, and then come take it with me on the cruise and have fun. And the other teacher on the Mexican Riviera cruise will be Michelle Hyatt, my good friend Michelle Hyatt. She and I have a blast teaching together. She's teaching a beautiful quilt on that cruise as well. So those are a couple little things, little extra added bonuses. Those are not on sale. That's not up to me to place those on sale. So that would only be up to the people I'm working for. So Stitch in Heaven and then Quilts and Cruises to put those on sale. So I can't offer that to you. I can tell you about them. But I would love to see you at one of my events. That would be awesome because they are just a whole lot of fun. And you get to meet new people or bring one of your quilting buddies that you've been quilting with a long time and you just want to get out on a retreat somewhere. So that would be fun. So let's see if there any more questions popped up while I was yip-yapping away. Let's see. Do I have gift certificates? I do, Debbie. Absolutely. They are digital gift certificates, so you can go onto my website, and they are under. There's tabs at the top on my website, and it would be under Other, and you just hover over Other, and it gives you a drop-down menu, and you'll see a thing that says gift certificates, and you can get them in pretty much any denomination, I believe. So yeah, and then you could just you don't get a physical card. It comes to you via email, and then you would just either print it off or forward it on to whomever you're giving it to. So absolutely, you can definitely get gift certificates. That's a great question, Debbie. Thank you. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Barbara. Love your book on the tail. Awesome. Thank you, Barbara. Loved your book. The table came out so good. Awesome. Awesome. So glad. Patty, what fun to go on a cruise and quilt. It is a ton of fun. a lot of fun because you can quilt on a cruise. You can quilt 24/7 if you like. That room is always open to you. And then you get 2 teachers coming in and teaching you. It's a lot of fun. So I hope to see some of you on that. Again, I will put links for what I've talked about. Most of the links are probably already there, but there are some that I did not put links to. I will put for you. If you have any questions, you can still definitely comment. I am so happy you joined me. You will not see me next week. And the following week, I will be on location somewhere. I will do my Watch Me Wednesday from there. So that's a surprise. I can't tell you where, but you'll have to just wait and find out. So I hope to see you in 2 weeks. Until then, for all of you in the U.S., have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your family and friends. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi to me. I appreciate that very much. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. And don't forget to share this video. And don't forget to set your reminder for the big Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale coming this weekend to you. Hopefully you like some of the things I showed you and browse a little more. So have a great weekend, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.